Hey Redskins fans, I've got some news that'll knock your socks off. The Redskins are already leading the NFL in a surprising statistic. Curious to find out what it is? Don't wait any longer. Take action now and subscribe to get all the updates in real time. Attention Redskins fans! Remember how last season ended for our team? Well, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, was it? But folks, I've got exciting news. In 2024, we're turning things around and already leading the NFL in a shocking statistic before the season even kicks off. And the best part? Our lead is only expected to grow. According to Over the Cap, the Redskins already have the lowest number of returning players from their 2023 roster in 2024 at 57%. This number could keep climbing by the time the Redskins' 53-man roster is announced. Right now, Washington only has 57% of last year's team returning, said Lindsey Jones of The Ringer on the Dual Threat podcast on May 8th. That's the lowest number in the NFL. And I imagine it could change as we get closer to the 53-man rosters being set, in terms of, new guys coming in and beating out some of those veterans. Who did the Redskins add in the 2024 NFL Draft? The most notable influx of new players to Washington's roster in 2024 came from the 2024 NFL Draft, where they added 9 new players. The standout addition was a potential franchise quarterback in Jaden Daniels from LSU at number 2 overall. Daniels wasn't even a first-round prospect before the 2023 season, but soared to the top of draft boards after throwing for 3,812 yards, 40 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions, while rushing for 1,134 yards and 10 touchdowns on his way to winning the Heisman Trophy. Of the 9 picks in the Redskins draft, 6 of them are already listed on their 2-deep roster on ourlads.com, including Daniels, cornerback Mike Sainristil, and wide receiver Luke McCaffrey as starters. Defensive tackle Jazon Newton and tight end Ben Sinnott, both second-round picks, could also find themselves in the starting lineup sooner rather than later. Who did the Redskins add via free agency? Free agency is where the Redskins really shook things up with the roster. Of the players the Redskins signed in free agency who were not on the roster in 2023, up to 13 of them could end up as starters on offense, defense, and special teams in Week 1. On offense, that group is led by running back Austin Ekeler and a pair of offensive linemen with guard Nick Allegretti and center Tyler Biadasz. Ekeler comes over from the Los Angeles Chargers on a 2-year contract worth up to $11.43 million. Allegretti comes over after winning 3 Super Bowls with the Kansas City Chiefs over the last 5 seasons, and Biadasz comes over after making the Pro Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys in 2022. On defense, the Redskins really made some moves. Defensive end Dorrance Armstrong signed a 3-year, $45 million contract after playing for new Redskins head coach Dan Quinn on the Dallas Cowboys last season. Quinn also brought in Carolina Panthers linebacker Frankie Louvu on a 3-year, $36 million contract and former Seattle Seahawks star Bobby Wagner on a 1-year, $8.5 million contract. At age 34, the big question will be, what does Wagner have left? Wrote John Keim of ESPN. It's only a 1-year deal, so if he isn't up to his past standards, then it's not a risky investment. The key will be how Washington uses him. Do they still view him as an every-down player? They can increase his effectiveness by not needing him to do everything. What do you think about this shakeup in the Redskins roster for the upcoming season? Do you think these changes will lead us to greatness? Just a heads up, if you want to stay in the loop with all the latest updates firsthand, subscribe to my channel because I'll be covering it all. See you next time.